I have to admit, I have a thing for Dunmer women. I used to call them dark elves, but they always told me they preferred Dunmer as the name for their race. Yes, I actually almost even married one back in the days before I met Amelia. I don't know what is wrong with me. I always seem to like races who are not Nord. I've never even been with a Nord woman, but Dunmer women, though strange at first, used to catch my eye. I got close with one long time ago, but her family didn't really want their daughter to be with a Nord, and eventually convinced her against marriage. We had to call it off, unfortunately. She was another pretty one. I found those eyes enchanting. This Janassa, the mercenary, is not only about the most beautiful Dunmer I've ever met, but she might be the most beautiful of all women I've ever met. Their eyes were so strange to me at first, and I always used to stare at them, trying to figure out why they were so fantastic. I even bothered one Dunmer in Legion. He used to tell me to stop staring at his eyes. We even got into a fist fight over it since I started calling him Daedra but I was young and dumb back then. In truth, their eyes were so exotic and strange to me. On women, it used to drive me crazy. I went out of my way to talk to these Dunmer women. Not that there was an abundance of them in Cyrodiil. Hefnar caught me once and told me that I've lost my mind because of it. That I should stick to finding a proper Nord woman like he was looking for. Maybe it's my mixed Brett and Nord blood, but I just found them irresistible. I didn't even look at other women. Well, maybe Bosmer women too, but until I met Amelia. How we met and talked was right out of a storybook. She was an Imperial, and her beauty mesmerized me, and I forgot all about Dunmer women. I plan to hire Janassa, but not because I want to be close to her, but because I think I could use another in our party. Though the tent, the largest I know how to make, would be too crowded with 4 people, unless people start sharing bedrolls. I think we can arrange shifts of watching during the night, which was what we routinely did in the Legion. I don't think it should be any different here, with people out to kill me from about 3 different factions. We could use a lookout. Here in Whiterun, I have so much work to do that I think we will remain in the city for a while. Lots of smithing, alchemy, and enchanting to do. Plus, I would like to see more of the city. It's been a long while since I've walked its streets and seen everything there is. I like Whiterun. It's probably my favorite city in Skyrim, though I have yet to see most of them. Growing up in Tundraholm, a small home just outside of the city of Whiterun, I used to come here with Uncle or Auntie, or both, when they visited. Uncle Osming used to come to deliver his smithing and buy raw materials, and Auntie used to get us sweet rolls or purchase alchemy ingredients, among other things. The walls remain the same size as they were when I was a child, but some of the shops and owners have changed in the last 11 years. Everything one needed was in Whiterun, my aunt and uncle used to say. It was always the highlight of my week when we went, to see all the people. Sometimes I played with the other children. It was exciting for me, brother too, but he started getting in trouble as he got older. But that is for another tale.
Never.
You want a drink?
In fact, forget the venison.
Of course.
That Altmer woman down there looks like a mage. She really likes her wine.
Thank you.
But I'm fine, ale. Boiled cream treat. No, I don't want to be serviced by a wench. I'm fine. Alright, now, there were 2 books that I wanted to read, actually. Where is it? Troll Slaying. Troll Slaying by Finn. Hello, fellow traveler, and welcome to this guide. Within these pages, I will explain everything you need to know about fighting trolls, including how to negate their amazing healing powers and how best to take advantage of their natural love of cold. I'll even share with you my tried and true secret for killing trolls. Fire, right? Intrigued? I hope so. Troll fat is a valuable commodity, and there's a fortune and glory to be made for the ambitious troll hunter. Onward then. Well, I killed a troll once one-on-one, just to see if I could do it. I was probably being a little boisterous about being able to do it before I did it. But I've killed several of them with others helping before. Down in Cyrodiil, they're all over the mountains and the forests. You see them a lot I saw them a lot when I was in the Legion. But they don't tend to come near you, even if there's a few of them, especially when you have a lot of when you're with a lot of the Legion, a lot of men, they don't tend to come towards you. They're a little intimidated by your numbers. And I don't know if they can even tell if there's a difference between the man and his horse that he's riding. The trolls are kind of stupid. I need to wake up. It was a good sleep I had last night, but my head is a little addled. Chapter 1, I just saw a troll. If you think you've seen a troll, remain calm and slowly back away. The wise hunter knows that preparation is the key to success, and you certainly don't want to hunt any trolls unprepared. But is it really a troll that you've spotted? The first step in your hunt is the proper identification of your quarry. Trolls are roughly man-shaped with lengthy, muscular arms that end in claw-tipped fingers. The creature's large mouth is filled with jagged teeth, all the better to crunch the bones of foolish hunters who didn't purchase my book. Yes, that happened to me when I was fighting the dragon. I got a disease from it. I don't want to be bitten by those things again. Without a doubt, the troll's most distinctive and unusual feature is the third eye nestled in the center of its forehead. Yeah, I think everybody thinks that's really strange. A troll's hide is covered in thick, shaggy fur. The coloration of this fur varies by region. Cave troll fur is brownish in color, while a frost or snow troll will have a white coat. Yes, I got the... Well, it's the only frost troll I've ever seen, actually. Or killed. On the way up to High Hrothgar. Chapter 2, Stop Healing Yourself. So, you've properly identified a troll, and now you're stalking the beast, ready to strike. You're in for a challenging battle, but a profitable one, assuming you survive. The first thing you'll notice is that trolls are incredibly fast and strong for their size. A troll likes to pummel its prey into submission with powerful arm strikes and claw attacks. For this reason, I strongly recommend a shield. Well, that's not good for me. If you're brave enough or foolish enough to fight a troll without using a shield, then you better be an expert at parrying with whatever weapon you've got. I think I'm okay, but I don't know. Hard to parry a big strike from a clawed hand like that. Trolls also have the ability to rapidly heal from their wounds. As such, you do not want to get into a prolonged fight with one. Speed and aggression are the key to beating a troll, because there is no creature in Tamriel that can outlast one. Of course, speed and aggression will only take you so far against an angry troll. This is where my secret weapon comes in. The fire part. Chapter 3, Finn's secret weapon. Fire, my friend, of course. Say the word and commit it to memory, for fire is the troll hunter's ultimate weapon. I cannot overstate the importance of fire in battling a troll. Even trolls that don't dwell in cold climates are vulnerable to fire. If you're unable to use fire magic, carry a weapon enchanted with arcane flames. Why is the troll vulnerable to fire? Rumor holds that the troll's regenerative abilities are less effective at healing burns. I don't really know the answer, but I can promise you this, fire works against trolls. This has been proven time and time again. Chapter 4, Trimming the Fat. The troll might be dead, but your job isn't finished just yet. Let the flames die down, then examine the troll's corpse. If you're lucky, you'll find some fat deposits that will fetch a good price in an apothecary's shop. In fact, if you've got a knack for alchemy yourself, you can boil the fat down for use in all manner of potions and tonics. If you can find it, be sure to check the troll's den as well. Perhaps you'll find the remains of some foolish adventurer who was too cheap-minded to purchase this book. No doubt you can put this coin to wiser use. Now you know everything that you need to make a living as a wealthy and reputable troll hunter. Go on then, get out there and find yourself some trolls. Maybe a Nord wrote that book. Finn? I don't know. It doesn't sound like a Nordic name. No, Horker Attacks was the other book that we got from those bandits in that large cavern of theirs. Surviving a Horker Attack by Heidmar Starkad. Well, that's definitely a Nord. In my travels through Skyrim, I have run into many northern fishermen and hunters with intriguing tales of their encounters with Horkers. The stories are varied, ranging from deadly attacks to a girl who claims she was saved from drowning. Well, that's odd. I have taken it upon myself to compile some of these for those who journey along the frozen coast. Our first tale is of a hunter named Grom. He claims that one night is that an orc? While turning in after a long day of trapping, he saw a great shadow cast on the wall of his tent. Did he get the Horker, or did the Horker get him? Grom was a great trapper, working in the frozen tundra, collecting fox pelts, but as he was about to fall asleep one night, he heard some noises coming from outside of his tent. His first instinct was to remain calm and see if the beast would pass, but after some threatening roars, Grom slowly made for his axe. The creature detected his movement and began to thrash around using its great tusks to shred the hunter's tent and knocking the hunter off balance. As he stumbled, Grom was able to use a frost spell scroll. That was a mistake. But the ice magic seemed to have diminished effect on the Horker. As I said, that tidbit may be of use to someone out there. After recovering from the stagger, Grom was able to steady himself and with a few great cleaves killed the Horker. Though his camp was in ruins, Grom was lucky to walk away with only a slight goring to his left thigh. Drawing of Horker tusks. Yeah, I've never hunted a Horker. But I remember seeing them when I was younger, back when we lived up in Winterhold. They're too far north for us to really go there. Grom's parting comment was that if you do encounter a Horker, remain calm, and remember that if you survive, the meat and tusks will fetch a nice bit of gold at market. Yeah, they're too far for me and my brother to go. So, we went all over the Whiterun tundra. Tundra of Whiterun. I was born in Winterhold. No, wait. That's not true. I don't know where I was born. I could have been born in Cyrodiil for all I know, but I'm still in Nord, even if mostly Nord. All I know is that Auntie lived, and Uncle and Auntie lived in Winterhold, and the babe, me, when I was just a few months old, I was given to my auntie to take care of. They already had my older brother, as half Nord, because my father went to war. He was 5 years older. He is 5 years older. He's not dead. I have no idea what this is. Journeyman's Nook. But anyways, I just say I'm born in Winterhold. Yeah, I've never been to Dawnstar. I assume it's the same as Winterhold with all the snow and the ice. But Horkers are along the coasts up here. Never been to Solitude. Never been to Morthal. Never been to Markarth. I've never been to the Rift at all. Oh, sorry, the Reach. I always get a mistake. Riften. This area I've been to a few times. Riften. They call it the Rift. Easy to remember because Rift and Riften. But I have been to Windhelm. We traveled through here. Brother and I. We lived here at Tundra Homestead around that time. And I've been to Rorikstead. I think just once, but all over the plains. But I think my favorite part of all of Skyrim is the Falkreath area. I just love the trees, the forests, and the lake. It's my kind of area. It's like a more... It's kind of like Bruma on the other side, but even prettier. But yeah, I have not been to Dawnstar or Morthor or Solitude. Solitude is supposed to be a lot of mountains and snow, but along the water it's supposed to be nice. And there's all the swamps of Morthor. We've been up to the border of Morthor. We might even set foot in there, but I've never seen the actual town or city, whatever. Rorikstead is a really small place. Well, they actually replenished everything here, so I don't mind. I'm kind of full, but I'll have the ale I just picked up. And where is that? Boiled cream treat. I have to go to replenish it every time. I might as well take advantage of it. Nice and calm in the morning here.
One man's trash is another's treasure.
Oh, my belly's full. I've been eating too much. That's what happens when you don't eat for a long time. Well, at least for me. I tend to overeat. Alright. Maybe I'll speak to this Altmer.
Any news of the Alakir?
Oh, yes. Actually, I was going to take care of that. I have to go talk to that guard that they put in the prison. I'll get back to you soon, Sadia. Hello.
What is it? If you're looking for the court wizard, I'm not him. Farengar is the one you want. If you wish to speak with him, you'll find him somewhere in the general direction of boredom.
I've already met him.
Now, if you'll excuse me, there's this invention called wine that requires my immediate attention.
You seem to like wine. You drink a lot of it. If I wanted to speak to a court wizard, I'd go to Dragonreach.
So you just want a wizard? You've still come to the wrong place. Walk outside, make a left, and tell Bjorlum you want to go to Winterhold. I'll be making my own trip to the bottom of a bottle, where I plan on staying for the conceivable future.
Wow, you're almost Nord-like with your drinking. go on, tell me more about bottles and wine.
Although some say the spiced wine in Solitude rivals
I've
any
had it.
vintage the Third Era ever produced, I'd say those people have never been to the Isles.
Oh,
I apologize, were you saying something?
yeah, everything is better down in Somerset, isn't it? Typical Ultimer. May I ask your name?
My name is Elderwin. I've come to Whiterun for the Skyforge and for Farengar.
Oh, you seem to have an obsession with wine.
I don't see that as a negative. My Nord friends often chide me for neglecting the rich history of Skyrim, as if I was ignorant of it. They say, you know, Elder, there's more to Skyrim than just alto and spiced wine. And I tell them, yes, yes, I know all about your windmills and bards and 12 different words for cold. I only care about the wine.
I'm surprised you even have any friends. So, why the Skyforge and Farengar?
Yorland allows me to use his magical forge to craft jewelry. I use the enchanting table at Dragon's Reach to raise their value. Then I turn them around and sell them to Farengar, and he always buys them. I've never met a man so obsessed with necklaces. He says their enchantments are valuable. I think he likes to wear them. Maybe tomorrow I'll enchant him a dress to go along with it.
Okay, well, I've sold him quite a bit of jewelry just recently. I thought that maybe he would sell it to maybe Bellathor at the general goods store. And, you know, people who don't know enchanting or magic at all see it's enchanted and want to buy it. Because I plan to do that a lot. So, it's not every day I meet a mage who can work the forge.
I don't really understand it myself. There should be more of me. It seems to me smithing and enchanting are two complementary skills.
Yes, I find that too.
I can only assume it has to do with the stigma that comes with being a blacksmith.
What stigma? Nords love blacksmiths.
They say to wield a hammer, you must be as dull as an anvil and as strong as an ox. As if stupidity were a prerequisite for the craft.
That's nonsense.
Although I have heard warriors talk of such things. They say the person who thinks too much on the battlefield lacks focus. In battle, having an empty mind certainly makes you more decisive, but the forge is not something that requires you to act swiftly. But I do like the notion of intelligence being a weakness.
Wait, what's going on?
All right then.
Who's this? Hey! Leave Inigo alone! It's an assassin! I can't use my shout in here. What is... Everybody okay? Inigo, you okay?
Whoa.
What was this? I'll take the poison. Why? Extended invisibility. What was that about?
You want a drink? How can I argue with that?
Typical Nords. Everything's fine after the
I think I
fight's
need
over.
a little rest. I am
Thank
in
you.
pain.
Oh,
Here,
What
this
is on
for
your
you.
mind?
you okay, Inigo? Why don't you go rest?
I'm thinking maybe we should get a seat?
Yes. I'm glad you're here, Inigo.
Of course. I am always here if you need me.
That assassin could have been coming for me. Why? There's not even a note on them. A good thing, because I wasn't even paying attention. But I don't want to live a life where I'm always on guard everywhere I go. But I guess maybe I have to. Thankfully, Inigo and Lydia intercepted her.
What is it?
Well, we were talking, about the forge.
I don't really understand it myself.
Yeah, I know, we were
I
talking
can
about
only
that.
assume it has to do with the stigma that comes with being a blacksmith.
Yeah, the stigma.
They say to wield a hammer, you must be as dull as an anvil and as strong as an ox. As if stupidity were a prerequisite for the craft. Although I have heard warriors talk of such things. They say the person who thinks too much on the battlefield lacks focus.
That sounds like nonsense to me.
In battle, having an empty mind certainly makes you more decisive, but the forge is not something that requires you to act swiftly. But I do like the notion of intelligence being a weakness.
Why is that?
There are far too many mages who thumb their noses at common folk, as if worth was defined by the size of one's skull.
Ever onward.
Alchemists invented wine, farmers harvest the grapes, and smiths provide the tools. So, to me, each is worth more than all the mages in Winterhold.
Alchemists invented wine, huh?
Well, don't quote me on that. It does seem likely though, doesn't it?
Maybe.
Some alchemist trying to invent a new health potion stumbles onto a recipe for liquid bliss.
What else can you tell me about wine besides drinking it?
When it comes to examining wine, I'm still just a novice, although I have picked up the basics.
Such as?
Well, supposedly the color can tell you the wine's provenance, as well as the conditions it was developed in, serving as an indicator of how it will taste. Wine tasting is apparently all about discovery, yet I've discovered that I enjoy drinking wine more than I enjoy tasting it. So let the nobles sniff and swirl their goblets. I prefer to swallow my wine like a common rube.
You know what, I kind of like her. It's a bit haughty, but the drinking and the enchanting and foraging we have in common. You and me both.
I like how you agree with the things I say. Why aren't there more of you?
No, we just have something in common. Where do you gather souls for enchanting?
Caves are the best place to find packs of wolves, or bears, sometimes even trolls. Unfortunately, by myself, they provide a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, I would think so.
There used to be 3 other mages in my faction, a motley bunch to be sure.
You had your
A
own
Khajiit,
faction.
a Redguard, a Nord, and myself.
Why 4?
4 mages can be a formidable party, especially when their talents complement each other. As a result, I can afford to make mistakes.
I guess so.
Mistakes like trading our last healing potion for a flask of wine. Not a problem when the Redguard was there to restore my wounds. Thankfully, the one talent I do have serves me well. It turns out most feral beasts in Skyrim are susceptible to fire.
What happened to your companions?
Victim to the squalls of battle, I'm afraid. It matters not if you are a novice or an archmage. All it takes is a single misstep. The Khajiit was first. We all knew it'd be him. Then our numbers were 3. Next came the Redguard, then the Nord, and soon only I remained.
It is nice and
Tell me about the
warm here.
Khajiit.
The Khajiit, Razan, was what we call a scroll mage. Not an ounce of magical talent, but one who desperately wanted to cast spells. Where he got the scrolls, he never said. I thought he stole them, but he just as easily could have spent his share of the boon. It's not as if I ever saw him at the inn, or anywhere else for that matter.
Interesting.
He was a paranoid cat as well, with a nose for things that didn't exist. Always convinced there was a spy lurking around the corner. He should have been wary of his dealer. He purchased a bad batch of flame cloaks that ended up burning him alive.
Oh, I didn't even know that's possible, actually. I didn't even know that you could just go around casting spells from scrolls and still be considered a mage either. What happened to the Redguard?
Sarasa was brash and bold, and my kind of woman. Too brash for her own good, though. She wanted to trap grand souls instead of common ones. The most plentiful source of grand souls are mammoths. The most common place to find mammoths are
plains.
giant camps.
Oh.
It
Yeah,
was a
but on the plains.
short-sighted idea. We ended up wasting all our profits on magica potions, provided we even survived. Sarasa didn't. Giants are quite protective of their big furry cheese factories.
I stay away from giants. We never even went near them. Uncle said they could squash you with one hit, and they're very protective of their camps and their mammoths, and we saw them all the time, but we stayed way away from them. How did the Nord die?
Well, at that point, it was just the 2 of us. Razan wasn't particularly missed, but Sarasa was our healer. Einar was a gallant Nord, if nothing else. We were exploring a cave to the northwest. A large, desolate space rumored to be inhabited by necromancers. We entered the main chamber, which was hollow, save for the long fangs of rock that jutted from the ceiling.
Don't worry.
It was in the shadow of these fangs that the spiders lived. and from there, they descended. We stood back to back as they surrounded us, his hands shrouded in ice, mine cloaked in fire. I wanted to set them aflame, to oblivion with soul traps, a waste of magicka and time, but Einar saw fit to waste both.
Greed slays more mortals than spiters.
Indeed, it was his soul trap that set them upon us. At one point I couldn't distinguish the live ones from the corpses, so I burned them all. We had managed to clear the path to the exit, however, and were just about to escape when a spider the size of the moon dropped from the ceiling. At this point, Einar and I were both out of magicka, and we each had one stamina potion left.
So you ran?
Of course, mine was technically a wine bottle.
Oh.
It was an old vintage from the wineries of the Isle that I was saving until death.
What happened next?
Einar asked me if I wanted to trade. He said I wouldn't have much use for it, seeing as I was going to live a long, healthy life. That old romantic. He was sacrificing himself so I might escape. I could never say no to that man. He drank the wine, wiped his lips, and showed me his teeth one last time. They were stained and red, but I've never seen a smile so bright. Then he pulled out his dagger and drew the ugly beast's attention while I ran for the exit.
How big were these crawlers?
Big as saber cats, but those aren't the scary ones. It's the little ones that make me cast my flame cloak. The ones that crawl up your robe.
Oh, I don't like stories of spiders. Too many bad memories. I've never heard of such a cave. Where is it?
Like I said, somewhere northeast of here. It had one of those typical Nord names like Icewind Gulch or something like that.
Let's return to my previous questions.
Fine.
Huh. Well, I think we're done, actually. Nice talking to you, Elduin.
Away with you.
Oh, the guards came in. Everybody, they're going to clean up that mess.
Any news of the Alakir?
Yeah, eventually. Alright, so Horkers.
You want a drink?
Horker meat. I thought I picked up one. Horker loaf. Salt and Horker meat. I swear I picked up a Horker. So Horker stew, I just need Horker meat. The tomato and garlic. Oh, lavender. I'm not sure. I already looked at what they're selling. I don't think. Hello. I don't think they have Horker meat. What have you got for sale?
For the thirsty, food for the hungry.
Horker loaf. You've already made it. That's all they have. All right, thank you. Sorry about
See you around.
the
Any
mess.
news of the Alakir?
I'll get to it eventually. You okay there?
There were
Inigo?
several Khajiit camped outside
Yes,
the
my
walls
friend.
of Whiterun.
Follow me.
Seems
You
they've been
lead,
traveling
I
around the
follow.
whole of Skyrim peddling their wares.
All right, Lydia, we're going. See about getting a home here. And finding that little girl that's homeless on the streets. Maybe I could adopt her. I feel very bad for her. Reminds me of my own girl that's gone. Well, it's a nice Nord day.
Tired of bread and stew.
Oh.
Had enough of fish and
I
fowl.
remember you. Hey,
Treat your- the finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
did you kill this game all yourself?
Oh yes, hunting is my great passion. That's why my brother and I opened a shop to sell hunting supplies. It's the Drunken Huntsman down by the main gate. He tends the store, and I've got this stall.
What have you got for sale?
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Horker meat. Well, it's not expensive, so... Lots of, I don't think I have enough to make it all, though.
Good hunting.
Thank you.
Double for those and still sell them all within a week.
Oh, I gave you your,
Have to remember that the
what,
next time I get
Argonian wine.
Hello, friend.
Still thirsty?
Not anymore, thanks to you, friend.
Here's a gold piece.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Good day.
Mm-hmm.
I've
I
got a
really
recipe
like,
for venison stew that I want to try out.
Oh, did I knock it over? Sorry. Of course I like the female form.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the
They
fire.
got rid of the
I'll
body
send someone
already.
over.
This looked like they were taking care of it. Alright, Horker stew. I can only make 2 of them. I'll keep the other meat. Put the salt in it, it'll last a bit longer. Alright, back outside, Lydia. Alright, let's go up to the Dragon Reach. White cat. See if I can't buy a home for myself. Oh, I can see High Hrothgar up there. I think it's a really clear day when you can see High Hrothgar. Bleak Falls Barrow over there. Oh, hello. Aren't you the Jarl's brother?
All this standing around is rubbish. We should be taking the fight to the Stormcloaks.
Oh, interesting.
Balgruuf, did you slip out again last night for a drink at the Bannered Mare?
Heard about that, did you?
I didn't know he
Yes,
does
I
that.
went out for a pint or
Hello,
two.
my lord.
What of it?
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward.
I'm here to talk to you.
The Jarl is, as you can imagine, very busy. Perhaps I can assist you.
Hmm.
Won't apologize for talking to my people.
I'd like to purchase a home instead outside of this. No, inside the city. Purchase a house.
Splendid. There's a house available right now.
So I was told. I'll take it. 5,000 gold. It's a lot.
Wonderful. Here's the key to your new home.
Hmm. Is there anything you need from me?
Of course. It's all in this note.
Oh. Okay.
The task of steward is more important than you realize. The Jarl often asks for my invaluable counsel.
Need something?
I can imagine. No, thank you.
So angry, can hardly stand it.
I'm kept so busy. I don't get to see my daughter as often as I'd like. Perhaps you've met her. Adrian? She owns the shop, War Maidens.
Oh, I've seen her. I haven't talked to her,
Right
though.
now. Father,
What's going on with the little girl over there?
all you ever do is complain about what you want. You're a spoiled baby. I'm going to tell Father you said that. He'll take
Yes?
Those are the Jarl's 3 kids. I take it. Nice painting.
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists.
One of the new servants? Remember that I like my meat rare.
Wow, spoiled. Okay, so let me look at this note letter you just gave me. I haven't looked at this book, Chimvaridium, however you say it. Not a letter from a friend. Steward's note. Toro Jensen, I apologize for the secrecy, but I'd rather not speak about this in front of the Jarl. In the event the information I receive isn't credible, he has enough on his plate as it is. You see, earlier last week I received a tip from an unnamed source regarding a potential assassination plot on the Jarl. Now, while we take all threats seriously, it's difficult to know just how credible this source is, and with everything that's happened as of late, I don't have time to investigate this myself. That's why I'd like you to head to Arcadia's Cauldron and check their ledger for any suspicious purchases, in particular poisons. I've asked Arcadia to leave you a copy on her counter. Look it over. Find out who purchased bottles over the last few days and confirm their reasons are legitimate. In the meantime, I'll have our cooks check every piece of food, bottle of mead, and leftover breadcrumb just to be sure nothing is tainted. If your investigation turns up nothing, then I'll know the information I received is false, and the Jarl is safe for the time being. If not, I hope someone of your reputation can take care of the situation swiftly. You think someone's trying to poison the Jarl? There's a lot of assassinations going on.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward.
Especially against me.
Yes?
Tell me, what's the city's history?
Ah, splendid. Our fine city has a proud history, and I'm happy to share what I know. The history of Whiterun begins with your Vasker.
Yes, I know
the
that.
Hall of the Companions. For a long time, it was the only building on the mountain. As time passed, a thriving community sprang up around your Vasker, as was common with mead halls. Today, Whiterun is the jewel of Skyrim. I can say without boast that it is the greatest city in all the holds.
I've heard that before. Tell me of the city's districts. There's 3, right? Dragonreach, I forget the other 2 lower ones.
Well, there are 3 of them, arranged in 3 tiers, as you may have noticed. The Plains District is so named because it's the closest of the 3 to the plains that surround the city.
Makes sense.
The inn and marketplace are found there. Most of the city's residents live in the Wind District, which is the middle of the 3. Dragon's Reach occupies the highest, which we call the Cloud District. From here, the Jarl can see all that goes on within his city.
Why does it keep called Dragonreach?
That is an old tale, but well known to those of us who serve in the keep. Long ago, there lived a mighty hero of the Nords, Olaf One-Eye.
Oh, I've heard of him.
Battle with a fearsome dragon.
He killed him.
Numenex.
Remember that.
The struggle between Olaf and the dragon culminated in a mighty duel atop Mount Anthor, with Olaf the victor. Olaf returned in triumph to Whiterun. By his decree, the city's keep was rebuilt as a prison for Numenex. And so, from that time until this, our great keep has been called Dragon's Reach.
I may have heard that story before. So, yes, thank you very much.
Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Somebody's trying to poison the Jarl. So I only have 1,300 gold. It's not that much, actually. I'd have to go see our new home. This probably doesn't have much furniture in it. As long as it has a bed for me, I'm fine. Maybe a spare bedroom for my companions. My lord.
Well, well, look who it is. How have you been?
Oh, just good. I've been up to High Hrothgar and back. Apparently I am the Dragonborn, as they say. So, how do you plan to protect Whiterun from the dragons?
With good planning and constant vigilance. Even now, my court wizard, Farengar, continues his research into ways we might drive back these terrors. We must also have ample reserves of water to combat the fires that will surely spread after an attack.
I can imagine.
But our greatest weapon? Courage. For if we cannot kill the beast, we must at least have the tenacity to drive it back. Until brave heroes step forward to destroy these monsters, that is the best we can do.
So, whose side of the war are you on?
If it's the war you're referring to, I'm on the side of Whiterun. No doubt General Tullius and his friends in the Empire will tell you that I owe them my loyalty. And perhaps I do. Ulfric Stormcloak would say that I owe my allegiance to the Nord people as they fight for Skyrim's independence. Perhaps this is also true. The day might come when I am forced to draw my sword for one side or the other. But that day has not come yet.
Not yet, huh? Why do you think Ulfric killed the High King?
No doubt he thought it was the only way to make his point. And also because he knew he could.
All right then, my lord.
Keep safe.
You too. Oh,
Make a move toward Balgruuf, and you're dead.
I don't think you have anything to worry about, Irilith. How are you? How did the Dark Elf come to be a Housecarl?
Balgruuf and I share a battle bond. We met as youths and forged our friendship in the fires of war. When he became Jarl, I insisted on serving as his protector. He had no cause to argue. Gods, you are curious. Almost dangerously so.
I think that there's more going on. And I couldn't blame the Jarl. I know he's not married. I don't know what happened to his wife. What does a Housecarl do?
I am charged with protecting the Jarl from any and all threats. Powerful men have many enemies, more so in times of strife. So you can imagine the dangers. Oh yes, there have been attempts on the Jarl's life. More than one would-be assassin has met his end at the tip of my blade.
How is any smith going to compete?
What threats does the Jarl face?
Take your pick. Dragons, Stormcloak assassins, ambitious and unscrupulous nobles. Sometimes I think his own children want him dead. And those are just the physical threats. Assaults on his sanity are another matter entirely. Every day he deals with obsequious functionaries and incompetent bureaucrats. Sadly, I'm not allowed to eliminate them. Well, not yet anyway.
I think I know who you're referring to.
Every one of them in these troubled times.
Alright, thanks. Talk to you later.
There were several Khajiit camped outside the walls of Whiterun. Seems they've been
They used to
traveling
come
around
here.
the whole of Skyrim peddling their wares.
Oh, that's a very nice painting. I like it. I'd put that up in my house. It's beautiful, actually. Very romantic. A king who's a bard. Or a fool who's a bard pretending to be a king. Maybe that's what all bards are.
I'll need to
I don't
bathe
know.
thoroughly to get this stench off me.
Oh, that is strange. Not that I've ever really had the chance to explore the Jarl's keep. So when I get hungry, it's Horker stew next. Watch out, Lydia. Just crash into me. Oh yes, I want to go and... I want to see if there's... I do have some gold. I want to see if there's any new spells I can get from Farengar. Hello.
Good to see you.
So, let's see what you have for sale.
Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
Yes. I don't think I have anything to sell at all, actually. He's got scrolls. I'm looking for tomes. Healing. This might be a good one. I don't know if I have the skill to cast it, though, but... So, heals myself. Fast healing, it's called. Healing. Heals me. I think I have that one. That's Auntie taught that one to me. That's an old spell. Healing hands. I can heal other people. I definitely want that. And fast healing. Not going to leave me with much gold, but the end. Oh, look at this. Muffle. Yes. It's makes me move quieter. Strangulation. Oh, allows the spell description says that you take health from your target. I think that's good. That's what I really wanted, was the ability to heal better. Where are these spell tomes? Fast healing. I've learned it just by reading it. Healing hands. It's quick to read too. And then muffle.
Take care of yourself now.
Oh, you too. I would also like an alchemy lab and an enchanting altar, arcane enchanter, in my home. Let's go see my new home. Maybe we'll look for that little girl who's homeless. But if there's no furniture in my home, I don't know what she's going to do. Sleep on the floor? Or maybe she can sleep on the bed. I'll sleep on one of the bedrolls I made. I really don't mind. I just don't want this poor girl wandering around with nothing. I mean, the world isn't that safe, you know. fish.
I've heard those mages up in Winterhold have been trying to figure out how many dragons there are in Skyrim.
I also want to go over there. See if they'll accept me. Hello, Danica. Mountain flower. Alright. Let's go see my home and then we'll go and see about this assassination threat. It's not me that knocked this stuff over. Potatoes all over the ground. Oh. Where was the home? I think the home for sale was here. The mailbox. Nothing in there. This is my new home, Inigo and Lydia. Haha! There's like nothing here. Wow. Maybe I can keep a horse in here. And spiders. Need to get a broom and clean all that up. There's an upstairs too. Oh. There's a room here. Oh, it comes with the... I hope this is not the main room. No. I don't know about me sleeping here until this is all taken care of. Oh, this is the main room.
I
think we have,
I've heard that the feud between
gonna have to put
the Battleborns and Whiterun
the excess
has
things
grown
like the
ugly.
dragon bones and scales in this. I can't use it right now. Put it in the chest. There's a spare room here. Maybe Lydia can get it. Oh, it comes with a painting. Interesting one.
A homely home.
Homely.
I've heard those mages
Yeah.
up in Winterhold have
Okay,
been
let's
trying to
take
figure
care
out
of what
how
we're
many
carrying and
dragons
get
there are
rid
in
of what we don't
Skyrim.
need. Well, before going over to Arcadia's, I was thinking of using the smelter that's here. I assume that we're allowed to. Oh, wait.
Freya Greymane is convinced that the Battleborns have abducted one of her sons.
Yes, I heard that. Before I even do that, I've got a few things that Lydia was holding on to that I could sell.
I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away.
Okay.
Welcome to War Maidens. Now don't let the name worry you. We got plenty of steel for fighting men.
Alright, what have you got for sale?
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Kind of both, isn't it always? So, weapons. Iron Sword of Weariness. Orcish Battle Axe of Arcing. This will all really help. Replenish my gold. I also have a bunch of potions to sell, so here, you can buy this from me too.
Good doing business with you.
You too. Hi. Janassa, right? I might hire her. Just don't have another bedroll. Need to get another one. Yes, I have all this ore that needs to be, she's got steel here. If I need it, I could take it, I guess. As long as no one sees. I've got corundum, but I don't want that. I want to make steel out of it.
Ugh. I'll need to bake thoroughly to get
I have
this.
a bunch of iron. Or calcum. Oh, 2 for 1. I guess I can only make one of them then. I got 3 gold bars, but I can only make... Or 3 gold ore, but I can only make 1. I have an ebony. 2 ebony ore. What can you make in the forge, Lydia? Well, I can remove one of the bedrolls, but then... No, that's just... It's not what I want. How about 4? First of the Wise Nordic Tailoring. What I want are 4 bedrolls. Let's see what I can make. The blacksmith. Well, I've got a bunch of steel and I can improve my skills, but this is going to take a while. I'll have to come back to that maybe after, because as you can see, Magnus is going down. Hello.
Well met, kinsman.
I don't even know if they're open anymore.
Got a pretty full stock of potions and alchemy reagents.
Very warm in here. Oh, interesting. I can sell some potions, and maybe I should do that right now.
Good. What do you need, my friend?
I've got some potions.
Take a look.
What do I have? Okay. Don't need this frenzy, it's useless. Filter the phantom. Don't think I need that. Invisibility I'm going to keep. Extended invisibility. Interesting. I've got to fortify sneaks potion. Resist fire, I'll be keeping that. Potion of the Berserker. Not useless to me. Potion of True Shot I could use. Weak aversion to frost. No, that's for your target. It's a poison. Weak magicka. No, you can buy that for me. Well, I have as much gold as I had. Stamina poison. You know what? I could use that, I guess. It's not a very... I want health poison. So you're a healer.
Of a sort. I don't have formal training in the restoration school, but something just as good. Within these walls, I have all that I need to brew a potion for nearly any ailment. If I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich woman indeed.
How do you make cure disease? You ever think of returning to Cyrodiil? I can tell you're not Nord.
Why? Because I'm a proud citizen of the Empire? Because the Stormcloaks only want Nords in Skyrim? The Stormcloaks can rot in oblivion for all I care. I've lived in this city for 20 years. 20!
No, it's I'm perfectly fine with Imperials living here. You train, I take it.
I think I can teach you a thing or two.
After all, I was living in Cyrodiil. Married an Imperial woman. Yeah, I want to save my gold. Thank you.
Be careful out there.
Okay, you know why I'm here, right? I was sent here from the Jarl Avanici. His assistant. So, take the ledger copy at Arcadia's Cauldron.
Freya Greymane is convinced that the Battleborns have abducted one of her sons.
This goes outside, does it? Okay, so I've got to read the ledger. I think she just left. Business ledger copy. Weekly business ledger for Arcadia's Cauldron. This is a copy she made. Sundus Commander Caius. I think it's Caius. Imperials in their names. Stamina potion. Lydia, potion of strength. Ayla the Huntress, potion of true shot. Huh. Morndus, Danica Pure Spring, potion of extreme healing. I can see why she needs those. Nord Warrior, potion of cure disease. I need to get that. I should have looked to see what potions she sells. Hopefully she hasn't closed up shop. Imperial Mage, potion of magicka. Turdus Hrongar, potion of enhanced stamina. Priest of Arkay, virulent poison. Okay, well that shows up. That screams, look at me. Priest of Arkay. This War Maiden's Blacksmith Potion, Breton Rangers, Potion of Resist Cold, Farangar Enchanter's Potion. That's actually a really good idea if I want to make a really good enchanted item. I've got a potion for it, but it'd be nice to be able to know how to make my own. Bellathor bought a Potion of Haggling. Nord Warrior, Potion of Healing. Makes sense. Nord Stable Boy, Malign Lingering Poison. Well, that one is really bad too. Virulent Poison. Malign Lingering Poison. Loredus Uthgerd, the Unbroken... Oh, Uthgerd. Her. She's the one that beat me up. Potion of Minor Stamina. Avostine Greymane. Potion of the Night. I don't even know what that is. Make you fight better. So, where would the stable boy be found? But I don't know where the stable boy would be, but the priest of Arkay, well, that's pretty obvious. It seems there may be a potential assassination plot against the Jarl. I've read it and found 2 people that had purchased poisons, a priest at the Hall of the Dead, and a stable boy. Well, where else would the stables boy be? Right? Obviously go ask the stables, but that's the thing, I don't remember them seeing them. It might not be a boy, just a title. He does have a son, I remember them talking to each other. Maybe his son came and bought poisons. But the first place I want to go is the priest of Arkay. Well, I had a long sleep. I can be up for a long time. I'm still a young Nord. Wait, are you the girl? Hello.
I work with my
No,
mother.
that's not her.
Sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most days, but hard work.
You just be happy you have a parent to watch over you. Not everybody has that. The priest of Arkay is up here. Yes, we had to visit this twice. But we didn't want we didn't want aunt and uncle interred here. We buried them in the yard. But we still had to come and speak to a priest of Arkay. Hello.
Tell me, do you believe in mighty Arkay, god of life and death?
What? Who doesn't? I know him well.
I'm glad to know that because I need your help.
Wait, I'm here to ask...
See, I've lost something precious.
Okay, what did you lose?
My amulet of Arkay. It's the source of my divine powers and also a sacred badge of office. I misplaced it in the catacombs. I'd look for it, but I have been hearing noises down there. I fear the dead have become restless.
Ghosts?
Without that amulet, I'm powerless to confront them. Would you be willing to search for it?
You think you lost it right here in the catacombs? Okay, I'll find your amulet.
I'll just wait here and make sure nothing foul escapes the catacombs.
With your dagger.
The blessing of Arkay be upon you.
Alright. I guess I have to do this. Maybe if I do this, he'll be more forthcoming. Hello. Shouldn't this one be buried? That's a bit of a pretty girl. Alright, let's go down into the catacombs. He's missing his amulet. Well, I have a... It is a ghost. I have an amulet of Kinnereth on me. Whoa! I didn't expect there to be skeletons.
Come on.
Oh! Ow! Usually you can hear skeletons moving around. I didn't hear anything. I'm not really hurt. Oh, garnet. I'll take the ectoplasm. But I guess we're just here to kill everything that's... Maybe I can catch one of them off guard. Oh, there's nothing there. Ghost! Ooh. They shoot cold at you? Okay, you guys are right in the way. Maybe I should start doing these things on my own. Captain's note or something? We met with Sadras and picked up the cargo. At least their captain seemed in better spirits, but the others looked exhausted. To make matters worse, the air was flush with news about the caravans who didn't make it, sieged by dwarven automatons on the road to Whiterun. My worry is such fears will find their way into the minds of my men, especially when the details of their stories seem to corroborate. It only serves to throw more kindling on the flame. Hopefully the other captains have a plan. We've had a few deserters already and will need every available body if these attacks continue. It'll be difficult to convince the men to leave the safety of the tavern for the terrors of the unknown. What kind of men are these? Not real Nords. Even without this dwarven nonsense, the road ahead will... well ahead will only get more perilous given the copious bandits, wolves, and other dangers on the road. Ugh, I've run into that. Captain Inodes has asked us to take a detour with the dress caravan to Falkreath. Isn't that from a Dunmer house? House dress? Staying off the main road might provide us some cover. Okay. Detoured caravans. Well, maybe another time. Yeah, maybe I'll have to come in here alone. Start doing things. Ooh, there's a big old skeever here. Maybe he was trying to get... This is the poison... Wait.
Unless you are planning an unprovoked attack, perhaps we should put the killing tools away.
Yes. Well, this actually makes sense. They bought the poison, put it in the cheese to kill the skeevers. Read skeever trouble. Since no one else seems to be doing anything about it, I've taken steps to rid ourselves of this skeever problem. Please do not eat this cheese as it is laced with a dangerous poison. I repeat, this cheese is for skeevers only. If you feel the need to take a bite, I implore you to look in the mirror first and confirm that you are a skeever. If so, then you may eat to your heart's content. If you're not a skeever, then you can better serve Arkay by staying alive. Okay, well that's been solved. Whoa, what's this gem? Hey, it's just us, right?
Gods forgive me for what I have done. Give me the strength to repay my debts in this life.
Have you seen a gem like this before, Inigo?
Mm-hmm.
Any thoughts?
Who made the gods, I wonder? No one ever told me a satisfactory answer.
I hope it never comes.
I don't know. Any other thoughts?
I'm wondering if I will have a nice grave when I die. Maybe I'll mysteriously vanish off a cliff or something, and my body will never be found.
Oh, that's not a good thought. Don't worry, I would go find it. Even if I have to dive into the frozen ocean in the north. I'll get your body and I'll give you a nice big grave. It's not that I haven't done that before in my life. I don't even want to think about what happened to Amelia. Oh, there's nothing alive here. Oh, this is the amulet he was looking for. Okay. That gem, though. That's interesting. Maybe someone in the Thieves Guild will be able to tell me. Or maybe Bellathor will know. Alright, well, we've made a mess of this place. One of them had a gem, a garnet. This was actually beyond easy. I could have done this even with my head all messed up as it was when I was last here in Whiterun.
So much time among the dead, I sometimes forget how much I miss the company of the living.
Hey.
With this terrible war, I'm a bit overwhelmed, as are the catacombs.
Well, that either you have to make new catacombs or extend what you have or start burying them. I found your amulet. Start burying them outside the city, I mean to say. I found your amulet.
Oh, thank Arkay! Please, take this gold for your troubles.
15 gold. Oh, thank you. I guess they don't have much. Who is this pretty girl?
How can I help you?
Nice deep voice. Who are you? What is your role here in the Hall of the Dead?
I study corpses. I am, after all, a priestess of Kinnereth.
This land's tough and
I would have thought you'd be a priest of Arkay, but I guess you like healing. Is it possible you have your temples confused?
On the contrary, I'm doing independent research on the nature of death.
To better heal, I guess? So you're studying death to better heal.
If we can better understand how an injury or illness kills,
as I thought,
we'll be more adept at applying a remedy. Although, given the state of the temple, I can see why you'd mistake a healer for an undertaker.
Good one.
I do find humor deflects the more unsavory aspects of handling bodies. For instance, in Eastmarch, there's a priestess of Arkay named Helgerd. She was a lot funnier than me. Smarter, too. She could pinpoint the cause of death by studying the corpse's exterior. She could determine the time by markers of decay.
Oh, that's interesting. Why did you leave Windhelm?
2 reasons, really. The Temple of Kinnereth, and the ample supply of bodies. It allows me to conduct my research while still upholding my duties as a priestess. Of course, the corpses here aren't the only specimens worth study. There's also the men.
What? Oh, my mind's on something else. Has your research bore any fruit?
Currently, I'm deducing the nature of poison. It seems that regardless of the substance, the body has a threshold which cannot be surpassed.
Oh, that makes sense.
This can vary depending on the substance. For instance, the toxicity of nightshade is far higher than that of jazzbay grapes. A jazzbay grape, on the other hand, can leave you susceptible to destruction magic. All things, when consumed in enough quantity, can kill.
Nightshade. I think I picked some nightshade. I may have made a poison out of it. Sounds like a reasonable deduction.
It is. There's a story, in fact, of a man who drank from a fountain that was rumored to restore youth. An elderly man, he consumed water from dawn until dusk, until his stomach bloated like a gourd. The sun hadn't set when the man collapsed and died. It turns out he succumbed to water poisoning.
What?
For him, water was the source of all death.
Huh. Are you joking? I don't know about that. Go on.
Similarly, as poison is in the dose, mortality is bound to time. A simple cut, if allowed to fester, can be fatal.
Yes, everybody knows that.
While some areas are more tolerant than others, preventing death is simply a matter of restoring a wound within that set window. That's why efficiency is crucial in the field. Many deaths happen because there's simply not enough time to find a healer.
Oh, I know that from being in the Legion. I have been around a lot of people who have died in my life. But, you know, a lot of people are going to say, is your research necessary? Spells and potions heal all ailments.
True. Both healing spells and potions restore the body as a whole. But most of this energy seems wasted in the process.
What can a corpse tell you that you don't already know?
Plenty. You just have to ask the right questions.
To the corpse?
Sorry, that's an old necromancer joke. I couldn't resist. Basically, I need test subjects for my restoration research. The dead tell me how certain ailments work.
No, you could just follow me around. You'll see lots of dead, especially with the stupid assassins that keep coming after me. Couldn't that be studied by working with living, wounded specimens?
Unfortunately, unlike exterior damage, it's difficult to pinpoint injuries and disease that happen within. You have to dissect the body and look for patterns. Then you compare the results with healthy bodies that died from more obvious wounds.
Yes, the ones that you can't obviously see how they died. Like my uncle when he died. That might have been this very priest that said that he died from a heart attack. His heart gave out on him. Are there any consequences to the type of research you do?
There's 3 types of research. The first is done purely for knowledge. The college mages fall into this category. The second is driven by agenda, the most common of which are money and war. Mostly money, but war's a close second. The third is altruistic, or more specifically, in service to the gods.
What type of research would you classify yourself as? Better be the latter.
My research follows no banner. It serves the will of the gods and the protection of all those who worship them. If my research is used for war, then I'm not to blame, even if I'm partly responsible. I trust that people are inherently good, because if mortals are corrupt, then it makes little difference what one person does.
Well, I've seen evil, especially in the last year. I know what evil is now. And I believe that most people are good. Well, there are a lot of bandits in the world. And I wouldn't count the Thalmor as that. They're all bad. Why focus on corpses as opposed to healing the wounded?
I never implied my work was solely on the dead. I used to experiment on small animals. I'd make cuts in multiple locations and attempt to heal only one of the incisions.
Oh, the poor little
If the spell
things.
succeeded, I would compare the result to a traditional healing spell,
But I
as well
see.
as the amount of magicka required to cast it. But this presented a new dilemma. Trapping wild animals isn't as easy as opening a coffin.
Yes, but it's for a good cause, but I still don't like the idea of hurting animals for that. I mean, as I said, I love horses. I like dogs and cats too. I can imagine it would be difficult for a priestess to trap wild game.
There's also the matter of the screaming. Animals can be quite obnoxious when cut or burned.
Mm-hmm.
It's as if they don't understand the concept of research.
Well, you're going to a dark place. When I hunt, I make sure the animal does not suffers the least amount at least. So that's just what it was. Good to know it was just old-fashioned animal torture.
I didn't take pleasure from the experiments.
I don't think I could
Nor
do
do
that.
I take any joy from hurting myself. But I feel I'm too close to stop now.
Why not just use it on the wounded? They're already hurt. But you cut yourself.
Twice. But only to heal myself afterwards. The problem is that so far, only one spell has been required to mend both wounds.
How can magicka energy be better conserved?
By concentrating its effects at a specific area rather than the body as a whole.
Oh,
For a master of
I can see that.
restoration, sure, the point is moot. Even a grand healing spell is but a portion of their magicka reserve. But for a novice mage or spell sword, the amount saved on magicka potions alone could be substantial.
It would be a great coup if a discovery were made by a Nord.
I'm not interested in the politics of race, although yes, I'll welcome any fame or glory that comes with it.
What made you become a priestess?
I've always had a soft spot for sailors and travelers, for whom Kinnereth is the matron. They would often visit the temples and pay homage and tend to their wounds. I marveled at these strange visitors from faraway lands, and the priestess whose touch could bind cuts, soften bruises, and solder bones. But what intrigued me most of all was the concept of pain.
Why did pain intrigue you?
It was pain that brought these men to the temple first, and the tavern second. The smart ones anyway. The others came too when the ale failed to cure them.
Another joke, I take it.
Not one of my best. In any case, the point is this.
Your delivery's
Injury
terrible.
did not eventuate healing. Pain did. Without it, there's nothing to alert us of danger.
Oh, yeah. I see, the body must act when the mind fails.
And sometimes it acts in neither's best interests. But what fun would that be if it didn't?
Any interesting news or rumors?
An archer in the bannered mare mocked Uthgard's figure. She proceeded to pummel him to death.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't do
was
that.
not an arrow he had in his quiver.
To death? What? Any other interesting news or rumors?
Guards have been telling travelers to watch the skies. In the past 2 weeks, 2 separate adventurers have been felled by mudcrabs.
Okay, that was kind of funny, but you're terrible at
Farewell.
telling your jokes. I can't tell if she's joking half the time or if it's actually a real story. Lavender. I do need some more lavender. I'm sorry you two are along just to kind of watch me watch me talk to people, but as I said, I like talking to people. Lots of tundra cotton. Get it right here in Whiterun instead of having to go... Oh, there's some dragon's tongue. So I'm gonna have to go on the plains. I'm going to deflower this entire
How can I help
city.
you?
You know, I find her quite attractive, actually. Not as nice as Lydia, but... Voice is very, very deep, too. Which is actually unusual. You don't see many women have a deep voice like that. Unless you talk to a Dunmer woman. But not all of them are like that, either. People are going to be angry with me for taking all the flowers. It's that Torald guy. He's stealing all of our flowers. Lock him up. Oh yes, I have to go to the prison. Whoa, Lydia. Look at all this. But you know I need the gold, right? So I can make a lot of... I can make a lot of potions. Wow, what a clear night. Oh. Master is huge.
I've always dreamed of being a Whiterun guard.
You
it's
have?
a shame all that happened to me. And it happened so fast.
Well, what happened?
I may not be able to hold my sword any longer, but I'll be the best sentry the city has ever seen.
You know what? I can actually see you doing that.
I recovered from my near-fatal injuries thanks to the Temple of Kinnereth. Their work should receive more recognition and support.
Well, I really like the Temple of Kinnereth. Please don't arrest me for taking all the flowers. Or, in your case, yell at another guard to come arrest me. Alright, so, I mean, I slept well. I should go to sleep right now, but... Oh, this is another tavern I haven't been in. Obviously, well, you know, it's kind of strange that they're closed. Maybe they have, within reason, hours. But I have a lot of things to make. I've got a bunch of steel on me. And I need the practice. I want to become a good smith like Uncle. So I can make basic things like... I've got to still have some iron on me. What? Wow, and this is just what I wanted, actually. Thank you, Lydia. She gives me a lot of presents. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make iron till I can't, and then steel. And then hopefully I'll learn how to make these things better. And so far I have not made iron armor. I've improved things with iron, but now, look, I'm out of everything. What do I need to say Imperial armor? Well, I have got leather on me. Let's make some more leather strips, and we'll keep on going until I run out of materials. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.